What up, guys? GangstaPranksta back with a brand new episode of Gangsta Plays. Today we're here with episode 305, and we've got a very special episode. Before we get into that, I hope you guys enjoyed the last episode, episode 304, where we played Guns, Gore, and Cannoli. Fun little indie game, a little side-scrolling shoot-'em-up type game with mafia and they fighting against a zombie apocalypse kind of thing. It's really cool. In case you missed it, go check it out. But today's episode, in case you are new to watching this series, Gangsta Plays, let me give you a little crash course rundown. Every episode, we play a different game. Could be any sort of game, could be a horror game, action game, RTS, MOBA, it doesn't matter, we play it all here. But every 5 episodes that end in a 5 or a 0, we do a random game. Now for the past little bit, the way we've been determining the random games is I use the wheel of randomness. Now we're going to retire that for a little bit, I'll talk about that in a second, and I decided to implement a new system to choose our games. So we're still going to be doing the random games, but we're going to be having a different form of it. So from now on, at least for the next few episodes, we'll see if people like it. If so, we'll continue it. We're going to be using this thing called Marbles. This is a little game on Steam, and as you can see in the top left corner, it's called Marbles on Stream. And I saw a couple streamers using this for live streams. I saw one of them using it for like punishments. One person used it to like decide a game and decide other different things to do on their stream. And I'm like, oh man, that's a really cool thing. I want to implement that for myself. And I'm like, oh, let me do that for the random games. Now, I wanted to implement this earlier, but honestly, I had to play around with it because there are so many menus and shit. There's a lot of stuff. So I had to like kind of play around with it. There's also a really cool thing where if you hit select platform, go to settings, there's a tutorial thing that'll teach you all about how to navigate all this. Now I haven't checked it out, but that's really cool to see because it can be very overwhelming, especially someone that just kind of has been introduced to it. So the way it works, each marble gets assigned a name. So for our case, each marble is going to be assigned a game. So a small little change I'm going to also be implementing now in the random games is before we were doing 16 games, I'm now condensing it to 12 games. I'm going to be honest, it's kind of hard to find 16 random games to kind of throw all together. I was going to limit it to 10, but I'm like, you know what? We'll meet in the middle. We'll go to 12. That's a little change that's going to be happening. But without further ado, let's kind of explore how this is going to work. This is the first time we're doing this, so we're going to be doing a race. And these are a bunch of different levels here. These are leaderboards, whatever. And basically, our marbles are going to race. Whoever wins is going to be our choice for the random game. That's how we're going to determine it. So for the map, we're just going to go random. Maybe not this one because it takes 22 minutes to finish the map. So let's go with a shorter one. House of Pain, that sounds pretty good. I want like a 2.5, maybe 3-minute race so we can really get a good feel for it. Actually, this one's like a perfect time, 2:33. And, you know, Valentine's just passed by. I was going to do a Valentine's themed game for episode 304. I decided against it because it'd probably be like a dating sim. So we ended up going with Guns, Gore, and Cannoli. But you know what? We're going to do Love is in the Air. We're going to pick this map. It takes 2.5 minutes to finish it out and get a winner. We're also going to show off the 12 games. So originally for this episode of Gangsta Plays, I was originally going to do this for episode 300. So my original plan, going back to episode 300, was before I got a theme, which happened to be Redemption, and we did Skyrim, and if you want to know more about that, go check out episode 300. Originally, I didn't have any idea for a theme, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a random game, and I'm going to take a bunch of like big name games, we're going to throw them on the marbles, and it's going to pick for us. I ended up coming up with a theme, so I'm like, you know what? Instead of kind of scrapping this whole thing, we're going to bump it up to 305. So the list of games that we're going to show off here, I think no matter what we get, we're in for a really good time. It's just an insane list of games. And I also want to say, this list of games that you're going to see, I will probably visit all of them eventually, but for now, we're just going to take one of these. So without further ado, let's introduce all 12 games. So from here in the top right-hand corner, we've got Uncharted 2, Ghosts of Tsushima, Kingdom Hearts 3, Horizon Forbidden West, Cyberpunk 2077, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus, Pokemon Violet. This is the new Pokemon game. It was Pokemon Violet or Scarlet. If I do play this, it's going to be Pokemon Violet. We've got Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, God of War Ragnarok, South Park The Fractured But Whole, and last but not least, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Like I said, some pretty heavy hitters here. So without further ado, let's hit finish. That's finalizing our marbles, and now we are going to do race. So let's click on it, and the way it works, it's going to automatically play out, and we're just going to kind of observe. So here are all our contestants here. I'm stuck here until I hit the start race button. There might be a way how to, but I'm still not 100% sure how to navigate the whole marbles thing. I know how to do what I want to do, and that's kind of fine for now, so it works for what I needed. So without further ado, let's see what our first random game is going to be in this whole new system, and let's hit start race. So here we have our contestants going down the little Plinko board, and here is the map. So they got to go down this tunnel all the way down this little twisty tube thing. A lot of heart-shaped stuff. Actually, no, that's not heart-shaped. It looked like heart-shaped from over there, but I gotta go down. Actually, that's heart-shaped right there. Down and around, boom, boom, boom. Oh my god, it goes even further. Basically, way down there, that's the finish line. So whoever gets there first is going to be the winner. Also, a quick thing, in case you're not familiar with marbles, if one of these marbles falls off the map, they're eliminated. They don't get thrown back into the race. They are gone from the competition. So right now, all 12 of the marbles are in play, I believe. And right now, we got Kingdom Hearts 3 leading the way. There's still quite a bit to go. But we got South Park and Breath of the Wild catching up. Crash Bandicoot 4 as well. But Kingdom Hearts is still in the lead. Who's in the back? We got Ghost of Tsushima and The Witcher 3. Actually, Horizon 2, it's getting knocked around. So, is Crash... Oh, Kingdom Hearts fell off! It's gone! Kingdom Hearts 3 is no longer eligible to win this race. Damn, so we're now down to 11. Oh, there's 2 more eliminated. Ragnarok and Uncharted 2. Oh, fucking South Park, Legend of Zelda, Cyberpunk, all eliminated. Ghost of Tsushima eliminated. Jesus Christ, I was not expecting that. Oh man, Crash Bandicoot 4, no! I kind of wanted to play Crash Bandicoot 4. We're down to 4, and the 4th one looks like it has no chance. Crazier stuff has happened, but Witcher 3. Okay, so the final 4, we've got Pokemon Violet, Wolfenstein 2, Horizon Forbidden West, and The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Right now, it looks like Wolfenstein 2 is in the lead, but Pokemon is slowly catching up. Actually, Wolfenstein's going pretty derp there. Oh no, what the fuck? Okay, apparently I blinked and something happened. No, Wolfenstein is looking to be the winner. Nothing is stopping him. Oh, well, that little thing stopped it, but it is the winner. We are going to play Wolfenstein, the New Colossus. Pokemon Violet coming in a solid number 2, and Horizon Forbidden West. It's coming in at number 3, but a little slow to the party. And there's our winner, Wolfenstein 2, the New Colossus. We'll just check out the final results just for fun, but every single ball got eliminated except for 3. That is crazy. I was not expecting that. Wolfenstein 2, the New Colossus, is our winner for the first marbles random game. I don't know how we should call it, the first marble race for random game. I don't know. I'll come up with a name that's kind of not a mouthful. Without further ado, let's jump into Wolfenstein 2. Alright guys, here we are with Wolfenstein 2, the New Colossus. This won the game of marbles, as you just saw. Hope you guys enjoyed the little marbles bit. I think it's going to be a lot more fun than the Wheel of Randomness, because we can actually visually see all the things competing instead of like, oh, the wheel spins like a dozen times and it randomly lands on a game. I think this is more fun. So let me know what you guys' thoughts in the comment section. But today, Wolfenstein 2, New Colossus. I'm actually beyond stoked. I remember when I played the first game, the first Wolfenstein, The New Order. It was around 130. Gangsta Plays 130, around there. And I just absolutely love that fucking game, to be honest. It's probably one of the best games I've ever played on Gangsta Plays. As soon as I was done recording, I just like dove head first into the game and played the absolute shit out of it. And I just loved every minute of it. It's probably my favorite FPS campaign ever, bar none. For a long time, it was COD 4. COD 4 was kind of my FPS story. Best FPS story, what I thought was. But after playing Wolfenstein New Order, I just thought it was a great balance of everything. You get your moments where you blow everything up, your stealth, great storytelling. It was just a lot of fun. So I am very, very much looking forward to this. And we actually also played the prequel, Wolfenstein The Old Blood, I believe is what the game was called. So we've actually done quite a bit of Wolfenstein. Well, that's only 2 games out of, 305 episodes now. So I guess it's not too much Wolfenstein. It's some Wolfenstein sprinkled in. So without further ado, I am so ready to hit new game. Yeah, let's fucking do it. We're gonna play on medium difficulty. Yeah, just want to kind of chill. Oh my god, it's so fucking loud.
And wake up to reality.
Why is it so loud?
Fergus Reed, one of the old guard.
I am glad they're doing this because I don't remember a goddamn thing. I remember a few things, but not everything.
Hey, doggy! Catch! Private Wyatt, good kid.
See you on the flip side, Captain.
General Death's Head is nearer to us now than he's been in years. We eliminate the General. We cut the head off the Kraut war machine.
That's him, isn't it? That's Death's Head!
Help me make a choice.
I remember this, and then we escape, and then we get put in the kind of home for the mentally challenged. Or is it an old folks' home? I don't remember.
Until now.
Oh, wie das sing.
BJ Blazkowicz, Billy the Kid, whatever you want to call him. He wasn't talking, and then he met the love of his life, and I love that story. Here it is, right now. Oh, I guess it was just a hospital for like World War II injuries. Yes, Anya. And then they came and stormed in, he fucking awoke in and killed everybody. Oh, I love that moment so much.
On a train to Berlin.
Ich bin Obersturmbannführer Engel. Sehr schöne arische Züge.
The resistance fighters, where are they?
BJ Blazkowicz.
Caroline, you're alive.
If you call shitting in a bag living, they think the war is over, that we are weak, don't have the guts to oppose them. But as always, they are wrong.
Seth Roth, according to official records, has been detained and sent off to a forced labor camp.
You said Roth.
I'm not sure yet. What do you know of Seth Roth?
Your Dasha should. Source of the Nazi technology, I'm here to rescue you.
I hope you find what you seek, my friend. My name is Bombate.
William
Oh
J.
yeah,
Blazkowicz.
Bombate, I remember him.
Be safe out there.
Ah, yes, her with a ripped open face. I believe she's actually the villain of the second game.
Max Haas! Mr. Max.
Max doesn't like violence. He doesn't want to see anyone get hurt.
Das Yichud is an ancient, mystical society. We invent things, the technology, the development. Das Yichud is centuries ahead of anything you've ever seen or imagined.
Take us back to Berlin, Blazkowicz.
I think your old friend Frau Engel is leading the attack. Death's Head must have promoted her for her actions at the labor camp.
You know what you have here, Captain? This is the Eva's Hammer, the crown jewel of the Nazi U-boat fleet.
Get inside the compound, fast as you can.
Wipe Death's Head off the face of the earth.
Death's Head.
Remember, and then we went to the moon. That was a lot of fun.
Got you standing.
Captain, we are in position. The nuclear cannon is armed. Permission to fire?
You're clear.
Damn, such a good campaign. Honestly, if you are looking for a good first-person single-player campaign, highly, highly recommend Wolfenstein: The New Order. I gotta turn this volume down. It is so fucking loud. I can barely hear myself think.
Look everywhere! Blazkowicz!
Your father won't be home tonight.
Can I move here?
Business.
I can.
Dallas.
Oh, my boy. He hurt you so bad.
Very bad.
Let's rest and heal. I have soup and porridge.
Thank you.
Which one would you like?
Neither. They both look pretty gross. Because the soup looked like tomato soup. Oh shit, this again. Fuck, I forgot what I picked the first time. We're gonna save Wyatt. Wyatt timeline selected. Fuck! I don't remember if that's what happened in the first game. Oh my god, this might be... This is definitely gonna set up what's gonna happen in the game. Fuck. Whatever. I was hoping it would just find my first save profile and just kind of go off that. But it did not. I don't remember who I saved, unfortunately. But yeah, anyways, if I did pick the wrong one, I'll just restart the playthrough when I play off camera. But for the video, whatever, we'll go with we saved a Wyatt. Save me, doctor.
And the great warmth washing over me. I think the sky's on fire.
Caroline, he's dying. Press. He's turning blue. Bombante, we'll need a gurney at the hangar bay. ETA 90
Death at the gates again. Howling my name. Come on in, old buddy. Sorry I made you wait.
Let me show you something, Billy.
What you got?
My father told me if I ever had a son, I should give this to him. It is an engagement ring. It has been with our family.
Oh, what the fuck? I thought that was a dog on top of me, but I'm like, maybe it's just a really scruffly blanket, but no, it is a dog. Also, I put the settings on medium. I didn't know how intense this game would be, so some of the things might look a little gross. I know the dog looked a little gross up close.
Must be 100 damn degrees outside.
Do not tell your father about this ring. He will take it. He does not know about it. You know how he is.
Sophia!
Mother, am I acquitted? Was I righteous and just? Good enough to witness the awe of heaven?
You have no idea what it's like to suffer like I do.
Oh no.
This is a heck of an intro.
Mother, I'm going to hell.
That gunshot scared the shit out of me.
I'll have to cut most of his intestines out.
No.
Stay with us, Blazkowicz.
Oh god, this is actually grossing me. I finished eating before recording this. I don't want to fucking see this. Even if it is fake. And it doesn't look like he's got any anesthesia, so...
I need light!
Stay down, keep quiet, he's coming.
Sophia, he in there? No. Sophia, out of my way!
He does not deserve this, you know he does not.
Don't bullshit.
Oh, it's me and the doggy.
I saw him with her.
He's young. He likes her. He does not know better.
He knows goddamn well not to spend time with some dirty little nigger girl.
Jesus Christ! I was not expecting that.
You have no idea what it's like to suffer like I do. Oh, Sophia, every day I'm out there busting my ass, tooth and nail, getting screwed out of my earnings left and right, humiliating myself just to keep the business alive. I saw them two together, Sophia, getting sweet with each other under the poplar tree. This cannot happen!
How things have changed. For the better, might I add that.
Too damn long to lose my reputation because my boy is sweet on some nigga.
Stop saying the thing. Please. Jesus Christ.
Live like this. I cook. I clean. I tend to the stables, to the field. You are not the only one struggling, right?
No domestic abuse, please.
You should have shut down the business when my father told you to.
She's about to get slapped.
You're behind in everything. 3 months behind in utility. All the money my father invested, you have lost.
You are playing with fire, Sophia. What are you doing? I am not the man you want to mouth off to.
And you are not the man I married.
Damn.
I married a man who would never let his family go hungry. So help me.
Everything's okay, Doug.
Will not let you hurt my
Probably
son.
not.
You shut your damn mouth, or I shut it for you. What is it with you damn Jews? Have all the answers, do you? Smart mouth, goddamn Jew. I married you.
This is a lot right now.
Be an asset, but you just a damn millstone, sticking your nose into my business instead of handling your own. If you can't raise the boy right, I'll do it for you.
Get away!
It's about to get ugly. Yeah. Damn, doggo. Oh my god, you hit the dog, you piece of shit. My god, you're a monster. Are we about to have a first boss fight against our father? Damn, right in the face. How many fucking vases do we have? Ah! He grabbed me.
You are so goddamn weak. They're gonna
bash him in the head.
They will break you. They will make you eat dirt. And what are you gonna do about it? You can't fight to save your life. Well, at least I can teach you how to take it.
Why did he hit him in the head?
Slow your breathing, Blazkowicz. Recover your strength. Big plans are in motion. The tides are turning. The Kreisau circle is rising. I will need you by my
Actually, one thing I remember about this game when it was announced, the big scene that they showed off was, it was like this parade going on, and there's a bunch of people in like KKK outfits, and then they go into this diner. I thought that's how the game was going to open, but, what is going to happen here?
Bessie,
oh, God.
Dinner time. Yeah.
Is that the dog that he threw against the wall? Yeah.
Girl, you ain't going nowhere. Whimper all you want.
Oh my god, he's gonna shoot the dog! No fucking way, dude. This intro is crazy.
Animals out there. It's kill or be killed. The old and the weak are doomed. All manners of scum and sickly minds and dirty bodies and cockroaches doing everything in their power to rob the white man of what he's earned. It's on us to straighten out the queer.
Jesus Christ, dude. My god. Fuck. This is crazy.
Now, shoot her.
I'm shooting away. I'm shooting the rope here if the game auto-aims. Or maybe, you know what? I'm not going to shoot at all. Fuck you.
You little runt of a boy. And stupid to boot in that...
Fuck you, Dad. If I have to shoot, I'm shooting this rope here. Or maybe... No, rope looks like the furthest away.
You are so...
Okay, I didn't shoot the dog. Just scared the shit out of the dog. God. What would happen if I shot the dog?
Just remember, my boy. It will end better than it began.
Goddamn, finally. No more flashbacks, please. Can't take all this shit. So heavy.
Who is that? Is that me?
I mean, you don't look much different. Hide your erection, yeah.
The old and the weak are doomed.
I get to play in a wheelchair, the white diamond shape marker, blah, blah, blah. Wow, I get to play in a wheelchair. Jesus, I think this might be a first. I don't think I've ever played as someone in a wheelchair. Maybe third person, but not first person. This is definitely interesting. I'm just looking around. But we'll go to Buddy here. Hey, Buddy! Talk to... I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh, game over. Could have been right there.
Take this. They're looking for you.
Is this a shotgun?
Oh, shit! Here they come.
This is so fucking weird. But so fucking cool at the same time.
This is our U-boat now.
This is unique. Oh my god. Hey. Pop your head out. You filthy Nazi. Just want to make sure I get everything. I know there's a lot of collectibles, especially in the first game. One of my favorite parts was the little flashback areas where you can play the original. I thought that was super cool. And I didn't think I was going to like the health pickups. I'm more of a regen type guy, but it worked for this game when I played the first one. Do I have another gun? I like how he puts it in his lap. It's dope. But no, we don't get another gun. I guess other guns would require two hands, right? He's got to wheel around with one hand and then, you know, shoot with the other. It's so weird, but it's so fucking cool. Maybe I'll do a little less exploring. How are we gonna go up the stairs? I don't think there's an escalator option in this submarine. Oh wait, no, there is an elevator here. There's some more health and shit. That looks like a collectible there. No, I was trying to activate the elevator so I can get off and pick up that shit. This is super... Oh, it's bulletproof. I was just waiting for as soon as... Wait, what the fuck? I don't know how they died. I was waiting for as soon as I go through the door, I'm gonna get lit up. A lot of dead people. Freeze? Okay. Yeah, this looks deadly as fuck.
Microwaves will turn you into mush. You don't want to be mush. Shimshin, do you? Okay, wait. Wait. Okay, now, come to me.
Coming.
Be careful, the floor is very wet. Means the system is working. Come. Come.
Could have at least opened the door. Okay. Looked like I was opening it. Very resilient for a man in a wheelchair. My god. If this was the Paralympics, he would definitely get a gold medal.
1, 2, 3. I'll Beatles a new piece of track. Now, Mr. Blazkowicz, I'm very happy to see you awake. Not so happy to see you out of bed.
Where is she?
Last time I saw her, she was with Caroline defending the cell platform elevator.
Then point me in that direction, Seth.
England. You know how long you've been in bed? 5 months. Your body is broken. You understand? Your kidneys are failing. You might have difficulties to urinate, to use your schmeckle, to do many other things.
For this.
Don't worry about my schmeckle, okay? Gotta kill some goddamn Nazis.
She's been hunting for you. She's been moving heaven and earth, and today she found you. Nazis breached.
That is great. That little microwave setup that just...
I have to go.
No.
Is there a portable version of that I can take with me?
Help me find the sail platform elevator.
You are such an action. You are such an action.
I don't know what that means.
Now, there are many Nazis between here and the sail platform elevator, but I set several traps. I didn't have the time to activate them, but look at this. This is a map to show you where the traps are.
More Nazis in the background about to get fried. I love that.
Try not to get killed if you don't mind. Off you go.
I've done pretty well so far.
Frontal angle.
Let's view the map. I don't know how much of this is going to be accessible from a wheelchair, but you know,
that backwards, lady.
We'll try it out.
I'm hunting you.
Man, this is a great way to start the game. My god. I wonder if I could do stealth in a wheelchair. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and roll up on him and like melee him. No. That took too long. Oh, he's not even dead. This might have been the worst thing to do, actually. I kind of want to try and go down the stairs. Sounded like a door opened behind me.
Caroline, wherever you are.
Wow, you can actually go downstairs. That's so fucking cool. Can we go up? No. Well, I already knew that, but the fact that we can just slide downstairs in a wheelchair, fucking awesome, bro. Oh my god. I am already loving this fucking game. And there's just so much. I know there's so many fucking secrets and shit. Hey. There's something here to inspect. What is it? Dynuf Warheit. World condemns murder of General Strass. But yeah, I was saying there's a lot of secrets, especially in the first game. Actually, I don't think I pressed the button up there. Hopefully it's not important. It probably is, because... Oh no, it's just traps. Okay. Oh shit, the microwave thing. Well, what if I need to go past? Hold on. Let me go past it, then I'll set it up. Well, I guess that's if people want to do a stealth run, right? If you don't want to shoot anybody, you just like... You alert them, and then you can set up the traps and they just come through. Here are the guys I killed. Thank you for the armor. I'm going to set some traps. Just in case we have to come back here for some reason. Got that set up. It activates all of them? Okay, we'll have a second opportunity to try a melee kill. Damn, we actually can do a melee kill from a wheelchair. That's fucking awesome.
You do what you have to do to keep everyone alive till I get there.
Oh, we're gonna have to climb a ladder. I think we might. Let me pick up some health. I took a lot of damage there. Or maybe we can just use this. I'm gonna try and use this. Yeah, buddy, dude, we're doing wheelchair platforming. Oh my god, this is so weird. This is already like awesome. I was kind of worried about playing this game because I'm like, I love the first game so much. I don't know if this can live up to my expectations, and so far, yeah, it has. Okay, I think we're maxed out on ammo, which is fine. You even got blood on the gun. Nice little details, man. I like it a lot. That looks like a platform for me. So I just wanted to explore first. We'll take this one. I had a hold to inspect option. I don't know what we picked up, but somewhere around here. This was on? Who the fuck primed it? I don't know, whatever. I got killed by another thing. I'm just gonna check if this note it has. It saved that we took it. Also, I checked something. We can actually go super fast in a... Where the fuck did I just go? Where the fuck did I just end up? I was showing everybody I can go super fast in a wheelchair. There's like, there's a shift option. And I just absolutely flew down a goddamn corridor. I'm probably dead here. Yeah, holy fuck, there was a lot of people. Okay, we actually do have to go down here, but we're going on our own terms. Super fast! That wasn't that fast, but I'm gonna try and set up the trap right here. Nope, that is not the knob. He tried to kick me. What a piece of shit. Holy shit, where the fuck did you come from? I'd actually like to throw grenades. I don't have any grenades yet. I'd love to throw some grenades in a wheelchair. Actually, if we're gonna be in a wheelchair for a little bit, since, you know, like, the doctor was saying we're pretty injured, let's deck this shit out. Double machine gun on both sides. Maybe a rocket launcher that I can just hit the button and it'll pop up. Like, let's deck this bad boy out. Want to make sure I got enough armor and ammo and meds. There's something. I think we have to get in there. Or no, that's for a trap. I can go down here on the conveyor belt. That's another thing I actually liked about Wolfenstein, the first one. There's multiple paths you can take to go. Like, there's usually like 2, maybe sometimes 3 paths that you can go. They'll all lead to the same thing. But it's just a really cool... It just adds to the game, in my opinion. Am I getting back on that wheelchair? Wheelchair! Oh. I'm gonna have to, like, crawl in it, enter.
Back in the saddle, old man. Ignore the pain. Find a way to reverse the belt and get up to the sail platform elevator.
Should I activate this? Oh, this is for the conveyor belt. I thought this was to activate all these traps. Just want to make sure I get everything. 'Cause I don't want to miss any secrets. This is why sometimes I hate doing playthroughs, because this is actually how I play off camera. I'll, like, check every nook and cranny. But I know it doesn't make for good video content, you know? But it's like, this is how I like to play. I like to be thorough. I like to try and get all the collectibles, as many as I can. I also like to get as many achievements as I can. I know I can't get them all, but I'll try and get as many as I can. I'm going to hit the reroute thing, because I feel like I'm going to travel, and it's going to take me somewhere that I probably should be, but yeah.
Belt reversed.
Oh, hold on. I don't even need a gun, goddammit. You got taken the fuck out. You poor bastard. I gotta say, I already love this game. The rest of it could be shit, but it's all about a good start. Exit level, oof. This might not even be the save that I play through because, holy shit. Get the hell off me. Hey, baby!
Get off my neck! William, are you alright?
I'm better now. Show ain't on you, you're okay. Hell yeah. My schmeckle might not work, but my lips work.
William, I prayed for for you to wake up.
I'm a burden.
Don't be stupid. Okay. Let's get you up.
Damn, she's strong. She's pregnant. Oh yeah, because I forgot the other game. Fuck, I forgot what it's called. The like sequel where they have twin daughters. We started a playthrough on the Team Eggs channel. We did a co-op playthrough. We ended up dropping it because I don't remember, but we played a little bit. I know it's fine from what I remember, but we never went back to it, and never will.
To the deck.
Hold on, William.
Holy shit, is that a castle?
You should climax! Smile!
Oh, I missed the throwing knives. Those were awesome in the first game. Who the fuck is that? Wow.
Noch so ein böser Junge mit einer Waffe? Loslassen! Loslassen!
Oh, that's mean. He's dead? You just killed him like that with a whip?
Warum atmest du so schwer?
Or no, I guess a little, it's like a cane.
Das weißt du nicht? Die da! Abführen zum Verhör! Ja, Mutter. Du hast die vereinbarten Leibesübungen nicht gemacht und deine Diät nicht eingehalten.
Vergib mir, Mutter. Ich habe gestern ein
A small slice of cake.
Du dumme Kuh! Du bist eine Schande für deine Rasse! Und für deine Familie! Was werden die Leute sagen, wenn du in eine Klinik für Fettsüchtige kommst? Die Generalstochter! Was für eine Schande! Los!
Damn. The Nazis didn't like anybody.
Ist nicht mal eine Backpfanne wert. Er ist da oben. Da bin ich mir sicher. Armarsch nach drinnen! Ja, Mutter. Los rein, Männer! Stock ihn raus. Megafon. I'm addressing the terrorist and murderer, William Joseph Blazkowicz, also known as Terrorman. I'm willing to spare the life of every one of you wrestlers if you surrender.
You know, another thing I was just thinking about is if we get options. Like, we had the option in the beginning. That's obviously to relate for stuff from the first game. But if we get other options, that will change the outcome of the game.
Oh, they have our people. She trapped our vessel, Anishka. What can we do? You're right, Igor. We'll have to somehow release our U-boat once you're up there.
I can't lose you. You're weak, William. You're in no shape to fight.
I'll find a way.
He's gonna give himself up? Oh my god.
You going to run us over with your little wheelchair?
Hey, don't test me. That is wicked. I can't wait to get on top of that. The General Engels Flying Air Fortress. Oh my god, we're gonna have to make another fucking choice. Are you kidding me?
Runter mit der Rüstung! What a funny sight.
The mastermind crawling around in her own filth.
Oh.
Blazkowicz, you're awake.
What's left of me? I came for you. How you holding up, Caroline?
Don't know how she found us. I fucked up somehow. She tracked us down. I fucked everything up.
Well, good night. I can't move at the moment.
You think your hero, William Joseph Blazkowicz?
Zieh den hoch, den Krüppel!
Pull the cripple up. Am I gonna have to make another choice? I think I am.
You're not. Only the degenerate rats of the slum admire you. The filthy dregs, festering in the ghetto.
Oh, look at the buddy with an axe.
They see you. This will
Hello.
change.
Actually, it kind of looked like he said hello back to me.
I shall put you on international television. Look, everybody. Is this how a hero looks like? A crippled wretch of a man peeing in a tube.
Oh yeah, there he is. He's got a catheter. You can see it.
Everyone will see what a useless joke you are.
I believe we're gonna be taking this armor.
Oh. Sie am Kragen.
Uh-oh.
Bow your head.
Don't be silly. The resistance does not bow.
Another tap in the head. Jesus. Oh, thank you.
Sigrun! Sei still! Ich arbeite!
Ich dachte, du würdest sie freilassen.
Aber das tue ich doch. Ich befreie ihren
I want to like inch my way forward to the armor.
Hab ich dir das gesagt? Du machst deine Leibesübung und du verzichtest auf den Zucker. Und was haben meine Männer in deinem Zimmer gefunden, als sie durchsucht haben? Schokolade, Kekse, Limonade, Bonbons.
Maybe you can cut a few of those things out, you know?
Von den kranken Sachen, die du in dein Tagebuch geschrieben hast. Du willst sie befreien? Gut. Nimm! Nimm! Mach schon. Befrei ihren Kopf von ihren Schultern. Hm?
Set her head free from her body.
Mein Tagebuch gelesen. Lenk nicht ab! Köpfe sie! Oder du kannst dich auf was gefasst machen. Los! Los, los! Los, 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 los! Sag zu!
Ich kann nicht, Mutter.
Mach schon!
Nein! Ich kann das nicht!
Jesus, it's pulling on my heartstrings right now.
Mit Perversion und verräterischen Worten vollschmieren. Das kannst du. Einige davon waren sogar auf Englisch. Seite für Seite.
I'm looking here so I can read the subtitles, because if it's here, it's hard to read on the little floor here.
Fette Seekuh. Verstehst du nicht, in was für eine Lage du mich bringst? Ich bin verpflichtet, das zu melden.
Du hattest kein Recht, es zu
Is she gonna kill her daughter?
Caroline Becker, leader of the Chryso Circle. The criminal mastermind.
Never give up, Blazkowicz. Never give in to these people.
I think not. I think you're just another.
Wow.
Oh no!
I thought we were gonna have a choice, but they made it for me.
Look at this. How strange. One moment she was here, and now she's gone. Were these eyes ever filled with a lover's gaze? See you think? Kiss, kiss, kiss. Hm?
Oh my god. Wow.
Das ist nicht komisch. Willst du auch ein Küsschen, wie du es in deinem Tagebuch geschrieben hast? Auf deine dicken, fetten Wangen?
Jesus.
Oder vielleicht lieber hier unten?
Shit's crazy. Like, my god, we've been playing for like 40 minutes, and it's been like just 40 minutes of non-stop fucking heroin in the veins.
Zwing mich nicht. Zwischen dir und meiner Überzeugung zu wählen. Denn du wirst verlieren. Und nun
Oh my god, he crushed the fucking head.
zu dir. Also another friend of yours, yes?
Stop! No more of this!
Mutter, bitte hör auf, es reicht.
Aus dem Weg! Nein!
Oh, he's got no... Oh my god, she just handed him a gun. Let me get the arm... Yeah, give me the armor! It's time! I am Iron Man. Okay, is he dead? I think he's dead. This is taking fucking forever. Oh no, he's still alive. Let me see your ear, buddy. It looks like it's still there. I'm gonna try dual wielding for a second.
Hey, I'm no cold-blooded killer like your mom. Thank you for this.
Yeah, that's very kind of you.
I can give you information, military secrets. I can tell you how to release your U-boat. And also there are escape pods over there. I know the codes to open them.
Hey, back up! How do we release the U-boat?
The door there leads to the controller bay with the electromagnetic tractor arms. You can deactivate them from there and that will
No more wheelchair for me. Saw it over there. Or, yeah, it's a wheelchair. I thought it might have just been a regular chair. Alright, here's where the fun begins. I want to see his ear, though.
Come on, go in there, find the controller.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Power armor. Use the power armor slam to break through the floor gratings, destroy wooden crates, or attack enemies from above. Boom. Boom. Okay, cool. Is there anything I can do in here? No.
Keep your shit together, Wyatt. Need you to step up now.
What if he bleeds to death from his ear? That'd be tragic. Feels good to walk, though.
A lot of things you can do with a hatchet.
Hell yeah.
Nazi.
I want to cut some ears off. I'm going to make a necklace full of Nazi ears. But now that it seems that the kind of tutorial prologue is over, what's up? Now I can kind of, you know, chill, talk to you. We got a lot of story. Holy shit, that was fucking violent. Just slice his legs off like nothing. But yeah, I got a topic list full of shit. Watch some new stuff. I actually watched a lot of good movies for this episode. Movies that I didn't have really any intention of watching. Just kind of came on my radar though. And you know what? I ain't fucking mad at it. Actually, I tried something for the first time. I had a craving. I had a sweet tooth. And, you know, I've always heard about this combination, and I've never tried it for myself. And I was like, you know what? I think it's time to finally try it. And I tried a peanut butter and Nutella sandwich. Never had it before, but I've always heard people like, oh man, yeah, you know, peanut butter and jelly is cool, but you gotta try peanut butter and Nutella. And I'm gonna be honest, little overrated. Did not hit the sweet spot that I was hoping it'd hit. It was just kind of there. Like, it was just kind of gross. I think I might have put too much peanut butter. And you know how you put too much peanut butter when, like, you can barely open your mouth? Because all the peanut butter's, like, stuck to the roof of your mouth? Well, Nutella kind of does that. And then having them mixed together just created, like, this super substance. And yeah, it didn't really hit the spot, but I just thought, you know, I finally tried it and it wasn't all it was kind of made out to be to me. Well, let me know if you ever tried a Nutella and peanut butter sandwich. Like, it sounds cool because, like, you know, you probably like not Rice Krispies, Reese's Pieces, like the peanut butter cups, and it's like, oh my god, that's awesome. But like in sandwich form, how's that gonna be? And I'll stick with my peanut butter cups. I think they perfected it, so, you know, you don't have to mess with the formula. And then what else have I been up to? I went to a toy show. Not going to talk about that too much. Going to save that for the toy video. which I'm in the process of recording. It's probably the worst experience I had at a toy show. There's just so many fucking people. Because I didn't realize that the convention was set on a holiday. And there was just tons of people. Like, just bumping shoulder to shoulder. It was just really crowded and loud. I was not feeling it. I did end up walking away with a bunch of stuff, so in case you're interested in that, go check out that video. Should be out soon, hopefully. I've been pretty bad with uploads lately. Just actually recording. Just have had nothing, no kind of inspiration to record. Just kind of, I guess laziness, you could say. Just haven't felt like recording. Just, I've hated editing the past few videos. They've just been just a nightmare for me. I just have not enjoyed it at all. Like recording's fine, you know, it's whatever. I'm just playing a game, talking, chilling. It's really the editing portion. I'm just like, man, I don't want to fucking edit this together. But you gotta do it. Something that comes with the territory. Not the most fun, but it's fun to create something, you know? Where you got like this, you know, you got this movie. I don't want to compare it to a movie, but I'm just let me explain. You kind of got like, you recorded this whole movie, right? And then you got to edit it down into what you think would be the best for people to watch. So it is kind of like that. I know it's not a movie per se. It's just, that was the only thing I feel like I could have compared it to. It can be draining sometimes. I'm just like, man, you know, I don't want to fucking do this. I don't want to record it. And it's not like I have a set schedule anyways. My upload thing is just all over the place, which is not what I would like. You know, I wish it was more consistent. I do have a consistent time. Like, I like to upload my videos, but not any, like, days where it's like, oh yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. Nothing like that. Anyways, on to other stuff I guess we can talk about. What else did I do? I finished Miles Morales, finally. That was fun. Got around to finally completing the story. And the funny thing about that is I completed it, whatever we recorded. I recorded everything, the side quests, everything. Like, we 100% the game. And I have gone back and I'm trying to do the Platinum Trophy, and you have to beat the game on New Game Plus. And that's what I'm kind of working through at the moment. And my god, have I just flown through the story. I guess I just did so much side quest stuff in the recording that when I actually got around to just focusing on the story for the New Game Plus, I am flying through that thing. I'm at the part where we meet at the church and then we get kidnapped by Roxxon. And it took me no time at all to get there, but at the same time, I'm just focusing on that. I'm skipping as many cutscenes as I can. It kind of sucks that you can't skip all the cutscenes. They're very selective with what you can. I think it's just the weirdest thing. Anyways, we finished that, so I talked about that a little bit. Well, at the end of the final episode, I talk about like what playthrough would you like to see next. So if you're interested in kind of putting some input on what series you'd like to see next from me, I don't know the order of like when I'm uploading this and that, whatever. There's a video of the boss fight with the Tinkerer. That's not the final video. There's a video after that where we go back and we clean up all the missions. That is where I talk about all that stuff, and you can leave some input in what series you'd like to see me tackle next. I talked about a few, but I'm open to suggestions, or if you're interested in seeing what I talked about, let me know in the comment section there. I don't know if this will be, like I said, I don't know if this will be up by then, but if it is, check it out. If not, I don't know. What else? PlayStation, they had the State of Play for February. That was fun. The only thing I was interested in was the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And they gave a little more information, and it's funny because, like, everyone turned on Rocksteady. You know, Rocksteady had so much goodwill built up with the community, the fans, because they gave us so many stellar games with the Batman Arkham franchise. And then with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, It's like, oh yeah, we're glad you guys like our games and shit. Well, we're gonna completely say fuck you. And I have just seen nothing but negative stuff. And the biggest thing is the internet connection required at all times, even in solo play. That's pretty lame, I've got to admit. But they also revealed that it's set 5 years after Arkham Knight. Thought that was pretty interesting. I don't believe that was revealed yet. I believe that was the first time they mentioned, like they said it was in the Arkham universe, but they never mentioned the timeline. They even announced that they're going to have a battle pass. They said it's going to be mainly cosmetics and stuff, but you know, when I think battle pass, I think multiplayer games, you know, Overwatch, Apex Legends, Fortnite, Call of Duty. You know, you level up your thing, you get cosmetics. Having it in a single player game, I think is just pretty weird. Like, I know it's still a multiplayer game because there is the online co-op aspect, but whatever. As far as the gameplay, because that's really what I was interested in, man, what a fucking disappointment, man. It looks so bad, and I don't want to shit on it yet because I want to be open to it, you know, because I let that happen with Avengers, I let that happen with Gotham Knights, where, you know, I was kind of excited for each, not very, but like there was a slight excitement for it there. And then like when reviews came out and seeing fans shit on it, like I let it get to me and I let it define my expectations of the game. And I would say overall it hurt me. Because then I look down upon those games and I'm like, oh man, I guess this is a giant piece of shit. Instead of kind of playing it for myself and enjoying my experience with it. So I'm trying not to let the community reception influence me, but I will say that the game does not look like fun. Like the gameplay that they showed about 6 minutes. They showed each of the characters, and that's it. Just looks like a generic third-person shooter. It doesn't look like, you know, what we come to expect from Rocksteady, you know, the Arkham games. They've set such a high standard with it that this just seems like Warner Brothers was like, yeah, we're just gonna make like one of those multiplayer things and like, you know, cosmetics and shit. Like we're just gonna try and nickel and dime people for everything. And it's like, man, just make a good fucking game, you know? Like, that's it. Just make a good fucking game, good story. Like, that's all the people want. They don't want to spend fucking $10 on a costume so they can have the classic costume of Harley Quinn or some shit, you know? Just stupid shit like that. I hate that shit so much, so. But yeah, other than that, did not get me excited to play at all. The cutscenes look awesome. All the stuff they showed with the Flash and Wonder Woman and just the Suicide Squad themselves looked good. But the gameplay just, you know, not good. And, you know, guess what? The whole game, I'd say 90% of the game is going to be gameplay, 10% cutscenes and shit. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait to see. But I believe it's coming out in May. It's coming out relatively soon. And I'm kind of worried about it. Kind of fucking worried. Because this game faced a few delays. And it was rumored for a long time, and then, you know, this is what we're getting. It's just very disappointing, to be honest. I think there was rumors that they were going to do a Superman game, and at this point I was like, man, I wish they did do a Superman game. I was never a fan of them doing a Suicide Squad game. Like, I was in the sense of like, okay, it's Rocksteady, and they've proven that they can put out a good product, but I didn't think Suicide Squad was the right next game after the Batman stuff. I think Superman would have been a good choice, or basically anything else, to be honest. But yeah, that Suicide Squad looks a little disappointing, but we'll have to wait to see. And then it was also kind of leaked that Mortal Kombat 12 is coming out. This wasn't anything to do with the State of Play. Other than the State of Play stuff, I didn't really pay attention to anything else. I didn't really care about anything else. It was just strictly the Suicide Squad stuff for me. And then Mortal Kombat 12 being leaked, that's pretty cool. Warner Brothers had like some earnings call, and they're like, oh yeah, Mortal Kombat's gonna be coming out later this year. It wasn't like a huge announcement or anything. It was like it was just a sly little drop where it's like, oh yeah, this is coming later this year. So that's pretty cool. I like myself a Mortal Kombat game. Probably won't buy it on release. because I'm just not that big of a fighting game person. But I can see myself eventually picking it up, just like the other games, 10, 11. If you are a fighting game fan, this year looks crazy, because you got Street Fighter 6, you got Tekken 8, I believe, and now we got Mortal Kombat 12, so that's pretty tight. If you are a fighting game fan, let me know what fighting game you're most excited for in the comments section out of those three. Or maybe there's a fourth one I'm not too familiar with, that like there might be like some big hype for it, but it's just not on my radar. Let me know in the comments section. And then other than that, I guess we can talk about the stuff that I watched. I'm going to start with wrestling. I watched the Elimination Chamber, and then we'll talk about the movies. So I watched the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. I've kind of been reinvigorated to watch wrestling. It's a very exciting time right now, especially with WrestleMania around the corner. And WWE has a lot of momentum. You know, the whole Roman and Sammy thing, it finally culminated at Elimination Chamber. And I wasn't going to even watch the pay-per-view. Well, I was going to watch the pay-per-view just for that match, but I ended up watching the whole thing. And I thought it was a pretty decent show. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. We'll go through all the matches and stuff, but it's kind of weird to be talking about wrestling again. It's like an old wound that hasn't healed. You know, it's like scabbed and I keep picking at it. But, hey, you know what? It's something I watch. I know there's still people that follow me from that time when I was doing like lots of wrestling content. So there's still people that are out there that are fans. And I still get comments to this day of like, you know, are you going to do Universe and stuff like that? So people still come to me for wrestling stuff, whether it be opinions or they want to see wrestling content. Anyway, we'll have a little talk about Elimination Chamber 2023. So we'll just go through the card real quick. There was 5 matches. I thought there were 6 matches, but there's actually 5. We had 2 Elimination Chambers, 1 title match, and then a mixed tag match and a big match, Lesnar and Lashley. So the show opened up with the women's title, women's number 1 contender for the Raw Women's title Elimination Chamber. That was Liv Morgan, Carmella, Asuka, Raquel Rodriguez, Nikki Cross, and Natalya. And it was a good match. I enjoyed it. Way better than what I expected it to be. I didn't expect them to use the chamber that much. Like, I thought they would save a lot of the big stuff for the guys match and just kind of have the girls do whatever. But the girls actually did some, I don't want to say hardcore stuff, but they actually, like, beat the shit out of each other with the chamber, which was fun to see. But yeah, like I said, it was a good match. Asuka won, so she's going to face Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. And, you know, we'll talk about a little bit about WrestleMania at the end. This match, I had one issue with it, was it kind of reminded me of the Rumble, right? Where, you know, in the Rumble, you had Cody, he's the favorite to win, but you still have him come out at number 30. For here, it kind of felt like the same thing, where Asuka's kind of the favorite amongst all the women, but you still have her come out last in the chamber. I thought that was really weird. You want to build the babyface up and give them sympathy, like, oh my god, they had to win this hard-fought match, blah blah blah, and you have them come out last? Like, the last person that comes out should either be the champion or a heel. You know, I don't think it should be a babyface, unless the champion is a babyface, but, you know, that's a different situation. You have the championship advantage. You're the champion, and that's what you get for being champion. You get the last spot in the chamber, if this was a chamber title match. But having Asuka come out last, I just thought was fucking stupid. The last spot seemed perfect for, like, either Raquel or Carmella, where, you know, Carmella is, like, the sneaky little person, and for her to come out last and kind of try and sneak a couple eliminations in and try and win the match makes sense. Or even you have Raquel come in last. You know, she's this beast of a woman, and Asuka's got to take her down. You know, a well-rested person coming in last has a huge advantage, and then Asuka would have to, you know, topple that hurdle. But they didn't do that. They had her come in last. So I thought that was really dumb. Or even you could have had Natalya come in last, because, you know, she was kind of not the hometown girl because she's from Calgary and the show is in Montreal. But she got a great response from the crowd, and, you know, have her last and have her be the final 2 with Asuka and Natalya, that would have been cool, because you kind of teasing like, oh shit, is Natalya gonna win? Oh, maybe. You know, she's in Canada, they might give her the win. Actually, I don't even remember who the final two were, but whatever. The last person to come in the chamber was Asuka. She was a clear favorite. Why the fuck have her come out at number 6, the last entrant? Didn't make any sense to me. Same shit as the Cody Rhodes in the Royal Rumble thing. Next match, we had Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. There's really not much to say about this. This was a little disappointing. It was just okay. They went for a few minutes, and then, you know, the match ended by DQ on a pay-per-view. We can talk about that in a second. But anyways, Lashley won by DQ after Lesnar low blows Lashley because he can't break out of the Hurt Lock. So it makes sense because I think they were sitting at 1 win apiece, and this was supposed to be like the rubber match. But now Lashley has a win, but it's not a real win, so you kind of build up towards, you know, a 4th match, you know, a definitive winner, kind of a winner, not winner takes all, because there's really like nothing on the line besides like pride and stuff. But that doesn't seem to be the way they're going. Again, we'll talk about that at the end with the WrestleMania talk. Oh, next. I really enjoy. Oh, after the match, Lashley was attacked, or Lesnar attacked Lashley and a referee. After that, they did some promo hype for WrestleMania, which I thought was pretty cool. They played this promo package, and of course, WrestleMania is going to be taking place in Hollywood this year. So there was one WrestleMania. It was WrestleMania 21 or 22. I think 21. Where, you know, that was in Hollywood as well, and they had they did these awesome segments where they recreated these movie scenes, and there was like Christy Hemme, Kurt Angle, and Linda McMahon. They recreated a scene from When Harry Met Sally. You had Booker T and Eddie Guerrero doing Pulp Fiction, John Cena, JBL, and Jonathan Coachman doing A Few Good Men. It was just a really fun thing to do with the roster and having like fun, you know, just recreating these scenes. They did something similar here where they had Seth Rollins play the Joker, and they had Becky Lynch play Batman, kind of. And I hope to see more of these. I want to see more of these fucking segments, especially in Hollywood. And I want to see more of this because I really enjoyed this segment, and it made me remember about WrestleMania 21. I want to say 21, and those segments. So I want to see more. I hope there is more in the near future. After that was Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley versus Edge and Beth Phoenix mixed tag team match. Not much to say. It was just a good match. Edge and Beth win. And looks like they're going to be continuing the Judgment Day versus Edge feud. There's rumors that there was supposed to be a Hell in a Cell match at the Royal Rumble between Edge and Finn Balor. Hey, we might be seeing that at WrestleMania. And I think that would be better at a WrestleMania. Edge and Balor in a Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania? That sounds pretty interesting. After that, we had the Men's Royal Rumble. Sorry, I said Royal Rumble. Men's Elimination Chamber, and this was for the United States title. So we had Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, Montez Ford, Austin Theory, Johnny Gargano, and Damian Priest. This was a great match. I really enjoyed this. Fury won and retained his United States Championship. The finish came after Montez Ford, he was eliminated. They did this thing where they had paramedics come and kind of walk him out. As the chamber door was open for the paramedics, you had Logan Paul come in, buckshot lariats onto Seth Rollins, and he even hit him with the curb stomp too. And then that led to Theory pinning Seth Rollins and retaining his title. So obviously they're building towards... Actually, I don't think it's been officially announced, but it's going to be a WrestleMania. But other than that, I really enjoyed this match. I thought everyone had a great showing. And overall, I really enjoyed this match. And then last but not least, the main event. Like I said, short show, only 5 matches. And the main event was what everyone wanted to see. It was set in Montreal, the hometown boy. You had Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns for the WWE Undisputed Universal title. And they had a great match. I really enjoyed it. Roman won and retained his titles. They just had a great back and forth match. The crowd was really into this match. They were into every near fall. It really added to this match. And the crowd was just great. They were great all night, but especially in this match, like even before the match started, Sammy, like they were just so fucking crazy. Now I wish they kind of started a little earlier, because like for the beginning portion of this match, it's like 40-minute match, but they didn't touch each other for like the first 5 minutes. because of all the crowd reaction. I think they did a little too much of that in the beginning, in my opinion, but it was still a good match for what it was. A lot of good storytelling. You know, we got interference from Jimmy Uso after the ref gets taken out. I'm just going to read my notes here. So during the match, we had interference from Jimmy Uso. Ref gets taken out. Reigns asks Heyman for a chair. Jey Uso appears. Reigns tells Jey to hit Sammy. It looks like Jey is going to hit Reigns. Reigns gets in Jey's face. Sammy goes for a spear on Reigns. Roman sidesteps him. Sammy spears Jey. Roman destroys Sammy with a chair and then spears him for the win. Yes, now that I'm reading that, I remember. You know, it's playing in my head. They really put it all on the line. I wish Sammy actually hit that fucking DDT that he used to do. I don't think he's pulled it out in a while, and it doesn't make sense for him too, because he's been a heel. That fucking, like, sliding DDT that he does through the bottom turnbuckle, he actually ended up, like, injuring himself. Roman caught him with a punch or a kick, and after he got up from that spot, there was, like, a big fucking, not a scar, but just a big mark from the turnbuckle, so hopefully he healed up from that. But I wish he actually got to hit that spot, because I think the crowd would have went fucking crazy for it, like when he hit it on Claudio or Cesaro at that first NXT pay-per-view. Unfortunately, that spot didn't happen, but anyways, I digress. After the match, Jimmy Uso comes out, or he comes back in the ring, and him and Roman attack Sammy. Kevin Owens comes out. People fucking go crazy for him. Owens makes the save for Sammy, and then he just leaves, and he lets Sammy have his moment. It was a good match, good post-match segment. I enjoyed it all. I thought it was a solid way to end the pay-per-view. Now, should Sammy have won? I don't know. I don't know if he should have. The money right now isn't Cody Rhodes and Cody and Roman. I don't know. I don't know what the right call would have been. If it was me, I probably would have made the same call where I would have Roman win and have him and Cody at WrestleMania. Because what do you do if Sammy wins? Do you do a triple threat at Mania? Do you have Sammy versus Roman at WrestleMania Night 1, and then maybe Sammy wins, he faces Cody at Night 2, or you have him lose to Roman where he only has the title for like a month, and then Roman faces Cody and then loses it to Cody. I don't know. There's a bunch of different possibilities they could have gone in, but for me personally, I mentioned this during the Royal Rumble, I would like to see Owens and Sammy win the tag titles at WrestleMania. I hope it's the main event of WrestleMania Night 1. I would like to see them elevate tag team wrestling, and I think these are the four guys to do it, the Usos and Sammy and Owens. If there's a tag team match that's been in the making for a bunch of years that deserves like a top spot, especially at a big pay-per-view, I think it's this one here. And then you have Sammy and Owens have their big moment. I think it's a perfect WrestleMania main event for Night 1, and then you could do Cody and Roman Night 2. That's what I would do personally. I would love to see that. I'd love to see a tag team main event at WrestleMania. That would fucking be history in the making. I don't think there's ever been a tag team match. No, fucking idiot. WrestleMania 1, we had Hogan and Mr. T versus Paul Orndorff and Roddy Piper? Fuck, that's going way back in time. Not too sure. I believe it's Paul Orndorff and Roddy Piper against Mr. T and Hulk Hogan. I'm pretty sure about that. I'm almost 100% sure on that. But yeah, other than that, I don't think there's ever been a tag team match that's been there 38 years later. Let's do it at WrestleMania 39. I believe it's WrestleMania 39. So that's what I would like to see. I'd like to see Sammy and Owens win the tag titles. Me personally, if you're more in favor of Sammy winning the world title, what would you have done? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Because, yeah, I saw some people saying it was the wrong call and shit. And, I don't know. I really, really don't know. But I would have liked to see the crowd go absolutely nuts. Because on one hand, it's like, Sammy's probably not going to win. There's a 95% chance he loses. But that 5% chance if he wins and that crowd goes absolutely nuts, I would have loved to have seen that. there's a universe out there where it happened, and you know, I'd like to see the DVD from that. But yeah, other than that, the pay-per-view as a whole, I thought was good. It was only 5 matches, which is
William, I found
I don't know if it's good or bad. I saw a news report on a wrestling website that Triple H wants to limit the amount of matches on WrestleMania this year. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, because usually with WrestleMania, they load up the card. Multi-man tag team matches, Battle Royale, everyone and their grandmother is on the pay-per-view. I've noticed, even with the Rumble, there was like nothing, no pre-show match, nothing. This show had no pre-show match either. I don't know how I feel about less matches. It makes the matches more meaningful being on the pay-per-view. And I like how they're making the TV more important by actually having big matches on there. I think, you know, like, champions should be on the pay-per-view. That's what makes them special, you know? Even if they're not wrestling, maybe have a backstage segment, backstage interview, like, oh, Gunther, you're not on the show this month, but you've got a big match coming up on SmackDown against blah, blah, blah. What are your thoughts? Just something along those lines. Just build towards something, you know? Anyways, a little tangent there. Other than that, pay-per-view is really good. Worst thing on the show was Lesnar and Lashley, and that's mainly because it was like short and the finish sucked. Crowd was great. They were really into the main event, obviously, but they were pretty good for the whole show. I like the graphics that they did. I know this is like a small thing, but like the chamber covered in snow set in Montreal, I really like those graphics. I thought they were really cool. And I like the song for the pay-per-view by, oh, is it Seether? Fuck. I don't know. Oh my god, I can't remember right now, but I actually like that band. They've done multiple pay-per-view songs before, and yeah, it just reminds me of like the days in like 2002, 2003, where the pay-per-view song was like a big deal. The song, I know that's like a small little thing and no one really like pays attention to, but I like when the song for the pay-per-view, you know, they build promo packages in it and they hype up the whole show. I like that shit. That's just me, though. But yeah, other than that, I can't wait for WrestleMania. I believe it's the end of March or beginning of April. I'm not too sure. But matches right now, you know, you've got Roman and Cody. You've got, what else is confirmed? Bianca and Asuka. Rhea Ripley and Charlotte. I don't think anything else is confirmed. The other matches that are rumored / are being built towards is Omos and Lesnar, which is probably going to be terrible, but I would like to see that, you know, just it'll be a spectacle. You've got Bobby Lashley and Bray Wyatt. I think that is going to be absolutely horrendous. I like Lashley, I like Bray Wyatt, but every time Bray Wyatt is in a fucking match, it sucks. And I think this is going to be no different. So, yeah, I like the stuff that he's been doing, but, like, when it comes to an actual match, it sucks. So, I'm not looking forward to that at all. And then what other matches? There's rumored Rey Mysterio versus Dominic. That should be interesting. Finn Balor and Edge are probably going to have a match. I don't know if you have Damian Priest get involved. Oh, it's supposed to be Austin Theory versus John Cena. That's supposed to be a match on the pay-per-view. I think that's gonna happen. Don't quote me on that. Gunther, I don't believe, has an opponent as of right now. We're probably gonna get the Usos and Sami and Owens. Even though I don't know how that's gonna work, because Jay is a face and Jimmy's a heel. And I haven't been keeping up with Raw or SmackDown. So I'm not sure if like Jay has turned heel completely. I'm not too sure, but that's probably gonna happen at the pay-per-view. I'm trying to think of the titles. I know Lita and Becky just won the tag titles, the women's tag titles. I don't know who they're gonna defend it against. It'll probably be like a multi-team thing. And then other than that, there's probably one that was announced or something that I can't remember. But those are the matches that I can think of, and you know, I'm interested to see what's going to be on what show, but yeah, WrestleMania looks pretty good. I'm pretty excited for it. I'm excited for the post-Mania stuff, because right now the post-WrestleMania stuff seems pretty interesting, with the possibility of Jay White showing up in WWE, and then rumors of like Kenny Omega maybe jumping to WWE, FTR going to WWE. So I'm really excited for the post-Mania stuff and where they go from there. Are they going to write out Roman? I'm assuming Roman's going to lose at WrestleMania, right? And what's going to happen to Roman post-WrestleMania? Is he going to take some time off? Is he still going to be in the title picture? I don't know. But like I said, I'm more excited for what's going to happen after WrestleMania. Because that's when they basically hit the reset button. So I'm interested to see what comes from WrestleMania. But I'll definitely be watching WrestleMania. Actually, I plan on watching... I'm recording this before Revolution, AEW Revolution. That show's looking pretty interesting. And I don't know if it's good interesting or bad interesting. It's a very interesting card. I was looking at it the other day. I don't know how to describe it. You've got some good matches, and then you got, like, weird matches. Like, the match that I think is just the weirdest is the tag title match. You've got a 4-way tag title match. It's the Guns, who are the tag champions, who it's still kind of... It hasn't registered yet for me. The Acclaimed, Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal, and just announced was... or just added, because they won the match, Orange Cassidy and Danhausen. So that match is just so weird looking at all those names in one ring. It could be really good or it could be really fucking bad. It'd just be a huge mess. But you got some good stuff in there to work with. So that's an interesting match. And then obviously you got the Iron Man match. You got Christian and Jungle Boy, which I'm pretty excited to see because I'm happy to see Christian back. I've been loving his heel stuff before he got injured with the turtleneck. So it's cool to have him back on Rampage, or Rampage Dynamite, whatever. And I gotta watch Ring of Honor. They just rebooted Ring of Honor. I want to watch episode 1. I want to see what it's like. I saw that they have 10 matches on the first show. I'm like, what the fuck? Save something, you know? Why are you gonna have 10 matches on one show? This isn't fucking AEW Dark. So, I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out, but... yeah, just some stuff for the next episode. I'm going to end the wrestling stuff because I don't know how many people like to hear about it. I don't know. I don't know if there's a big wrestling following for this series. I don't think people come to Gangsta Plays to hear wrestling talk. But, yeah, just some thoughts on wrestling. But for the next episode, I will probably talk about AEW Revolution 2023 and Ring of Honor episode 1. I want to check that out and see how it is, because you got a mix of like AEW guys, you got a mix of New Japan guys, some indie guys, so I'm interested to see how it does, and I hope it's successful, because I'm a big Ring of Honor fan. I remember when I first saw the product and I was just like, holy shit, this is incredible. You know, it's so different from what you see from other wrestling that man, I don't know how to explain it. It's just special. You watch like those old Ring of Honor shows like 2005 and it's like, it's crazy. The crowd's insane, the wrestlers are doing crazy shit, everyone's young and hungry. You know, if you were to watch a show from like 2005, you're gonna see a lot of guys that are on top right now back on those shows. Guys like AJ Styles, guys like Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, Bryan Danielson, Mark Briscoe, rest in peace Jay, Claudio Castagnoli, him on those shows. Actually, 2005, I don't think he was doing Ring of Honor at the time, but Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, you know, them in WWE, Seth Rollins, Tyler Black, that was more 2007, 2008, but it's cool to see, like, you know, Ring of Honor, they really had like a crop of talent that's special, and now they're, I would say almost all of them are in top spots, you know, across all the companies, AEW, WWE, some in New Japan, and it's really cool to see. Anyways, we're going to end the wrestling talk. We'll move on to the movie stuff. I did not watch too many movies this week. I just found myself just kind of going to bed, like just passing out. There's a movie on this list where I had to watch it like 4 times because like I just fell asleep watching it. And not to say that it was boring, I was just like, I wasn't in the mood to watch it or to like finish it. Like I knew I was tired and I would fall asleep, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, I'm still gonna hit play, and I end up falling asleep anyways. But the movie was good. Like I said, none of these movies that I watched were bad. I would say everything's good to really good. Nothing like, Catwoman or Fear.com, where it's just absolutely dog shit movies. Quite enjoyable. I'd almost recommend everything on this list. There's a couple in particular I'd highly recommend if you haven't watched. And let's start talking about these movies. So the first movie I watched was a movie called Housebound. This is a small indie movie. It's New Zealand, I believe. When I watched What We Do in the Shadows, I was looking at the IMDb page, and this was recommended with it. If you like What We Do in the Shadows, you'll like Housebound. I was like, oh man, it seems interesting, and there was just a familiarity about it. I was like, man, some of this looks like I've seen it before, but I'm not completely sure. So anyways, I ended up watching it, and it was pretty good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's very British/Australian, so if you're not into British humor, this is not the movie for you. It's classified as a horror comedy, but it's not scary at all. Like, nothing about it. Not horror at all. Like, nothing about it. It's more of a comedy than anything. There's no big actors in it because they're all it's a small indie movie set in New Zealand, so there's no big actors. So there's no one I can be like, oh shit, this person was a great performer. Everyone was a good actor. I really hated the main girl protagonist. I'll talk about her in a second, but the movie's based around her. She's the lead, and the movie is about a girl who's the girl I was talking about, who gets in trouble a bunch of times. Anyways, she gets caught for breaking into a vending machine, an ATM machine, and she ends up getting sent to house arrest, and she goes to her mom's house. Anyway, she goes to the mom's house, and then there's some creepy stuff that starts happening, and they think the house is haunted. And that's all I'll say about that. I don't want to get into anything else because that's going to start to get into spoiler territory. That's the synopsis. I will say that it's a little slow. The movie's about an hour and 40 minutes, and they could have shaved 10 minutes off, and I felt like you have a really good movie. The first 40 minutes are kind of rough. I found them a little rough, a little slow. But then it picks up, and then it kind of has some good momentum. The rest of the movie is actually good. And then actually come to find out, after about halfway watching this movie, I was like, wait a second. I watched this movie. I actually ended up watching this movie before. Completely forgot about it. Like I said, it was a small movie, so it never kind of stuck in my memory banks. But actually, this was a rewatch technically for me. But I didn't know that beforehand. But after rewatching it, I still enjoyed it. I remembered it quite a bit when I watched it the first time, and it was still good the second time. But like I said, the beginning's a little slow. First 40 minutes, a little rough, but if you can get past that, the rest of the movie is a breeze. And I was talking about the main lead, the girl. She's a good actor at being a piece of shit. You hate the daughter. The main character. It's the daughter. She treats her mother bad. She just treats everyone like shit. And you're like, man, I hope she gets killed by whatever's haunting this house or whatever the case may be. Just, lock her up, throw away the key. She's that kind of piece of shit. I haven't hated someone so much in a movie in quite some time. But, yeah, I would say this is a pretty good comedy movie. But like I said, if you're not into, the British style of humor, this is not for you. But the movie is called Housebound, and it actually has some really good reviews. So if you're looking for a funny little comedy, it's a little slow, but a good watch. Good little watch. After that, I watched The Expendables 2. Last episode, I watched the first Expendables. I didn't end up watching Angry Birds 2. I know I said I was going to try and watch it for this episode, but I did not. I'm going to try and watch it for the next episode. But I didn't end up watching Expendables 2. And I will say pretty good. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. I actually enjoyed this one more than the first one. This one, better action. The first scene alone is just fucking bananas. It's like a 10, 12 minute, non-stop action scene. It's crazy. Pretty much the same actors from the first movie. Stallone, Terry Crews, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bruce Willis, Randy Couture, Dolph Lundgren, Jet Li. Jet Li was in the movie, but he's only in it for 2 minutes. He's in it for the beginning scene, and then he's not in it for the rest of the movie, which was unfortunate because I would have liked to seen him in it. He was probably one of my favorite parts of the first movie. There were some new actors some new cast members they added. The new actors that they added for this movie were Liam Hemsworth, who I thought was pretty good in the movie. He's not in it very long, but he's kind of the new kid to the Expendables. That's what his name is, Billy the Kid. And, you know, like I said, he's not in it too long, but he's in it for, he's kind of the heart of the movie, kind of. I won't go into it, but yeah. Then you had Chuck Norris. He was in it. I've always heard the memes about Chuck Norris. I've never watched anything with him. Like, he was in Walker, Texas Ranger. Never watched it. And this was kind of my first introduction to Chuck Norris. And not the greatest actor. He didn't do too much action stuff. He mainly just shot and blew up people. So I can't really comment on, like, him as an action star. But it was cool to see him in the movie. Because of his meme past. But the big addition to this movie, which was really cool to see him on screen, Jean-Claude Van Damme. He actually played the villain of the movie. He was awesome. He was probably the best part of the movie. I was really surprised that they made him the villain. Because when you think about him or all these past action stars coming back, it's like you want to see them all on the same side, right? Kicking ass. And when I saw Jean-Claude Van Damme was the villain, I was like, oh my god. What is this right now, you know? And yeah, but he was awesome as the villain. He was very enjoyable. Honestly, I think he added a lot to the movie with him being the villain, where the villain in the first movie was kind of shit. That's probably the best way to describe it. It was just like generic businessman. Where this time it was like Van Damme and he's badass and he's killing people, he's whipping people's ass, he's a piece of shit, you want to see him get killed. The final fight scene is between him and Stallone. They have some good back and forth action. I enjoyed that quite a bit. And yeah, best part of the movie, Van Damme. Van Damme and the action scenes, great. Really enjoyed that a lot. Overall, it was just fun. It was like your popcorn movie. When they talk about popcorn movie, they talk about Expendables too. It was good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Like I said, much better than the first one. I would actually recommend this one, to be honest. I enjoyed it that much. And honestly, I would like to see a spin-off. Because it was kind of mentioned in the first movie and it was mentioned in the second movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger refers to his team. He's like, oh, my team is waiting, blah, blah, blah. But we never see this fucking team, you know? And I think this would be a really cool thing for a fucking spin-off movie where you get people that haven't been in the Expendables movies for whatever reason. Maybe scheduling conflicts, they don't want to do it. But to try and fit them in, you know, get people like Jackie Chan, Nicolas Cage, Steven Seagal, Liam Neeson, Michael Jai White, Denzel Washington. Schwarzenegger can like lead them. They won't be the Expendables. Obviously, they'll have a different name. But yeah, I would like to see an Arnold Schwarzenegger leading his own team because he's always mentioned, but we don't find out anything about it. So I would love a spin-off with Arnold Schwarzenegger leading an Expendables type team. And those were just some of the people that could be in it that haven't been in the Expendables movies. So I think that would be cool. Next, I watched a movie called Love and Monsters. I like monster movies like Godzilla and Cloverfield and shit like that. And whenever I look up those type of movies, this movie would show up, Love and Monsters. And I was like, you know what? It seems like a dumb kids movie. You know, it's got one of those like teen Hollywood throbs as the lead, Dylan O'Brien, that's his name. And I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I'm going to enjoy this movie. Like, it doesn't seem like it's marketed towards me. But I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I want to watch it. And I finally played it or watched it. And it was actually really good. I actually really, really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was quite enjoyable. It's a fun adventure. It's a love story. It's a monster movie. There's some funny moments in it. Nothing too I was going to say there's nothing too scary or anything. There were some tense moments with some monsters. So anyways, the story. So there's this asteroid coming to Earth. They send nukes to destroy it and kind of save the planet. There's the chemicals released from the missiles from destroying the asteroid falls back to Earth, and the chemicals ends up evolving all these animals. Frogs, goldfish, alligators, everyone gets mutated into this giant monster. Now, the monsters aren't gigantic like Godzilla, 30-story tall, or 60, however tall Godzilla are. They're more like just big creatures, like there was a mutated frog. The frog, I would say, was about as big as a house. it's still considered a monster, but it's not like a kaiju type monster. All the creatures get mutated. They end up wiping out like the population, a good amount of the population. But the whole story revolves around this guy whose name I don't remember right now. The actor's name is Dylan O'Brien. One of the final days of the Earth being, before it went to shit, he was spending it with his girlfriend, Amy. He finds out that she's still alive. So he lives in a bunker with a bunch of people. And she lives like really far away, also in a bunker. With a bunch of people. So the guy's like, you know what? This is the end of the world. I'm stuck in a bunker. I'm gonna go and fucking see that girl and tell her I love her. So that's what the whole movie is. And he's kind of a klutz. There's other people in his group where they're kind of like the warriors. Like if there's a breach in the thing, he's not at the front line, He's just kind of clumsy. He comes in his own because, he goes on this adventure on the, above land. And goes to find this girl. And it's a fun adventure. He meets a dog along the way. The dog's awesome. I love the Mavis scene. That's not going to mean anything to you if you didn't watch the movie. But I actually really enjoyed this movie. I would actually recommend this one quite a bit. I know, like I said, it's a love story. But it's not like a corny love story. It's not like a rom-com. There's love in it, but it's not like a romance movie. So I actually really, really enjoyed this. I would highly recommend Love and Monsters. Another movie that I'd recommend, and it kind of has the same premise as Love and Monsters, Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. That's the name of the movie. And it stars Steve Carell from, his Office fame. A lot of people are familiar with Steve Carell from The Office. I'm not so much. I never got into The Office. I watched a few episodes just because people made me. I've always heard good things, but I just never watched it. My first introduction to Steve Carell was 40-Year-Old Virgin, and I thought he was awesome in that. But I never got into The Office. But anyways, side note. So starring Steve Carell, Keira Knightley, Martin Sheen, T.J. Miller, Patton Oswalt. There's a bunch of other actors in it. And it's a good movie, kind of similar to Love and Monsters in the same premise. Where Love and Monsters, there's an asteroid coming to Earth, but in that movie, they send a missile to destroy it, and then, what happens. In this movie, there's an asteroid coming to destroy the Earth, but that's it. They're not planning on destroying it. They're like, you know what, we're dead. Everyone basically has given up. And it's kind of this guy who, he's married. His wife actually leaves him. He's all alone. And he's like, man, the end of the world. He still goes to work. He lives like a normal life. Yeah, he's just going on about his day as regular. He's like, you know what? I'm going to try and find the one that got away. So this is more of a love story than Love and Monsters was. Anyways, he ends up going on a journey with his neighbor, Penny, played by Keira Knightley. And she wants to go see her family. She's from England. And she's like, oh man, I missed my plane. And he's like, oh, I know a pilot that can get you to England. Captain? And then they kind of agree, like, okay, you come with me. Help me find the love of my life, his first love that got away, and then I'll help you get to England, and you can see your family, and then we can both die happy being with the people that we love. It was just a good movie. I really enjoyed this. It's actually quite sad at some points, but the beginning is actually really funny. The first 45-50 minutes, it's like a comedy. Like, it's a really, really good comedy. After that, then it kind of becomes a sappy love story, but it's very charming. I enjoyed it. I can't say enough good things, but I really, really enjoyed this movie too. I was not expecting it to. They had great chemistry, Steve Carell and Keira Knightley. And then after watching the movie, it's like, what would I do in that situation? If the world's going to end, there's an asteroid coming to Earth, and it is going to fuck the shit out of us, right? We're dead, no matter what. And it's like, man, how would you spend your 2 weeks? Would you live it as normal? Would you, there's people in the movie that are just doing tons of drugs, raw sex, like, fuck it, do whatever. Or, would you go grocery shopping? Would you rob stores? Would you kill people, go full purge or some shit? I was thinking to myself, I'm like, man, I don't know what the fuck I would do if I knew that there was an asteroid coming, or there was some sort of devastation coming, the end of the world is coming. And they give you a timeline. They say 2 weeks. The asteroid's going to hit Thursday, at 8 p.m. That was something I was thinking about a lot during the movie. I'm just like, man, what the fuck would I do? Would I live life like normal? Would I spend it with family? Would I just play video games and pretend like there's nothing going to happen? Would I kill myself? One guy in particular, early on in the movie, he ends up, he works with Steve Carell, saying that Steve Carell, you know, still goes on about his day, goes to work and shit. And one of the guys that works with him ends up jumping out of a building. And it's like, man, would you kill yourself? You know that the end is coming. Would you just kind of speed up the process? Like, I don't know. What would you do? Let me know in the comment section. What would you do? Whatever disaster event is going to happen, tidal wave is going to wipe out the whole world, ice age, sun's going to come to Earth and destroy us, meteor. How would you spend your final days? Let me know in the comment section. For me personally, I have no idea. I was thinking, oh, like, man, should I just kill myself? Just speed it up, you know? Speed run my death. And I'm like, man, I don't know. I really don't know. Would I tell people how I really feel about them? You know, the girl that got away in high school or some shit. Would I be like, oh, man, you know, I really had a crush on you. I still think about you. I don't know. I really don't know. But let me know in the comment section. For me, I'd probably still go on about my day. You know, spend it with family and shit. But I don't think I would change too much. Just some ideas. So yeah, actually this movie I would actually highly recommend as well. Good movie. I really enjoyed this. I like the ending too. I will say this, spoiler for the end. The end of the world does happen. The meteor comes and it kills everybody. And part of me was kind of expecting it to kind of not happen. And for people to be like, oh yeah, actually the meteor missed us at the last second. And people, you know, they end up doing all the stupid shit because they think the end of the world's coming, and it's like, oh, you got to live with those ramifications. I was kind of expecting that ending, but I'm happy that they went with, no, the world actually ends. So, spoiler for the movie, I apologize, but I'm happy they went with that ending. And I would actually highly recommend that movie. I really enjoyed it a lot. And then the last movie I watched, which I've heard so many things about, and part of me was very reluctant to watch it. Like, I wanted to watch it, but it's a Korean movie, so I'm gonna have to either watch it with subtitles or a dub. Either way, it's not looking too fun of an experience, right? But the movie I'm talking about is Train to Busan. I've heard tons of like people talk about this. Like when you talk about zombie movies, this is like one of those movies that always gets brought up. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking finally watch this thing. And I watched the dub. I will say that. I could have watched the subtitles, but I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna watch the dub. It was bad at the beginning. I guess maybe I just got used to it, but the dub I would say got better as the movie went along. But I still really, really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was great. It's probably the best zombie movie I've seen in a while, maybe even ever. But definitely the best zombie movie I've seen in a while. It's really good. So it's a South Korean zombie apocalypse movie. There were some really good actors in it. I don't know how to pronounce any of their names, so I'm not going to try. But they were all very good, especially the guy who had the pregnant wife. Fucking, he was awesome. The main character was awesome. The little girl was awesome. A lot of awesome actors in this. I really enjoyed it. So the story is about this guy who is kind of a shitty father, and he has a daughter. And the daughter wants to go see the mother. So the parents are separated, and the daughter's like, it's her birthday, and the dad works a lot, so he kind of ignores the girl. But she's like, I want to go see mom. She lives in Busan. He's like, all right, fine. We're going to take the train there. In that time that they go to take the train to Busan to go see the mom, a zombie apocalypse breaks out. They don't reveal how it got out. It just kind of happened. But it started out slow. Like at first we see a deer get hit by a car, and then it just gets up. So even animals are infected. We don't see any other animals play a role in the movie. It's just in the beginning to show that animals are infected too. But anyways, people start getting infected, whatever. It spreads. And it eventually spreads onto the train. And one of the things I liked about it the most, it's very tense. Because the zombies are these are the type of zombies where it's like they're very fast. And they'll get up in your face, rip your throat out, bite you. And pretty much as soon as you're bit, you kind of turn. Sometimes there were some characters that were bit and they didn't turn right away like other characters. But whatever. Pick and choose with that. But yeah, almost instantly as soon as you burn or you get bit or whatever, have some sort of contact, you are instantly a bloodthirsty zombie trying to run down some humans. So with the close quarterness of the train and like the fast zombies, it just made for some very, very tense scenes. And it was just really good. I really, really enjoyed this movie. I can't recommend this one enough to Train to Busan. You can watch the dub. I will say the dub is fine. It's not too bad. Or you can watch it in with subtitles, which I started at first because I just wanted to see how it was. And I'm like, I had a little bit of a headache going into the movie, so I'm like, I don't feel like reading. Just say it in English, even if it sounds shitty. So, yeah, I watched the dub. Anyways, ending was great. I really enjoyed the whole thing. I thought it was a great story. There was almost a part of me at the end where maybe a tear or two might have came out. It didn't come to that, but it was quite close. There's a lot of sad moments in the movie. Anyway, so the whole Train to Busan. Busan ends up, I don't remember if the mom lives in Busan, but Busan ends up being the only place in South Korea that's safe. So that's why they are traveling to Busan. But I think the mom actually lives there as well. Other than that, I really, really enjoyed this movie, and I'm glad I finally watched it. There's also a sequel called Peninsula, which is a sequel to the Train to Busan. It doesn't have as good reviews. I probably will not be watching it unless someone recommends it, but I watched like a small trailer for it, and I'm like, it's not like the first one. The first one's special and awesome. And the second one looks like trash. So I would say avoid the second one, but definitely watch Train to Busan. I would say watch all these movies. Like, all of them were good. I'll say the names again. Housebound, good watch if you're looking for a comedy. Expendables if you're looking for a good action movie. Highly recommend. Love and Monsters, fun adventure monster movie with a little bit of love in it. Seeking a Friend for the End of the World, funny movie, and turns into a love story, but it's really well acted and I really enjoyed it a lot. And Train to Busan, zombie apocalypse movie, who doesn't like those? Really good as well. So I would recommend everything on this list. Quite enjoyable. So if you're looking for some movies, definitely take those recommendations from me. But that is going to be the end of the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. I'm glad I finally got to play this. I hope you guys enjoyed the marbles as well. Like I said, I'm planning on doing this for the next few random episodes. If you don't like it, let me know in the comment section. If you do like it, let me know in the comment section as well. I'm looking for feedback, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I thought it was fun. I thought it adds a new dynamic to the random games, so look forward to that. Look forward to the next random game that we do, episode 310. Wolfenstein 2, I had a blast playing it. Really enjoyed that beginning with the wheelchair and stuff. I can't wait to play the rest of the game, and I highly recommend the first one if you're looking for a good FPS story. Wolfenstein The New Order, highly recommend as well. You can pick it up for cheap. Just wait for a sale, and you can probably pick it up for like $5 to $7, and it is worth it, I promise you. And yeah, that is going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Gangsta Plays. Episode 305 is now in the books. Look forward to the next episode, episode 306, whenever that happens. And as far as other stuff on the channel, Spider-Man Miles Morales, that is done. So look forward to that. Check out the last episode of it, the finale. Let me know what you'd like to see as a future playthrough. I do plan on starting Gotham Knights back up, so don't worry about that. That's still in the cards. But once Miles Morales is done, I'd like something to fill that in. So let me know what you'd like to see in that video. And then as other stuff, I plan on putting out a toy video soon. My figure pickups for February, so check that out. This will probably be out before that, so the toy video should be out shortly after this video, so look forward to that. And then other than that, that's about it. So there's some stuff to look forward to. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Keep up with everything that's going on the channel. Look forward to the next episode of Gangsta Plays, and I'll catch you guys next time. And until then, guys, peace out.